All right, we're back at it on Saturday. UFC on Fox 30 out in Calgary, Canada. We got a main event to talk about, boys, and we're joined by Ricky Liddell, noted MMA coach. Dan Tom, tell me about Alvarez and Poirier, man. It's a repeat of what we saw about a year ago. You know it ended controversially. You know it was headed in one direction. The other guy will tell you was headed in another direction. I can't wait for this fight. Oh, let me tell you the odds. Poirier's the favorite, minus 170. Alvarez comes back at about plus 150. Shop around the different houses because that'll fluctuate.
Well, first of all, I feel like you could take the odds and kind of just crumple them and throw them away because this fight could go either way, it feels like. It feels like we could have this fight 10, 20 times. We're going to get different results every time. But it's really interesting. You know, Alvarez, he's been on a run. He showed us he's not done yet. You can't count him out. 7-2-1 against Southpaws in the last 10 years. 2-0 in rematches, whereas Poirier hasn't had any rematches yet. But Poirier is on quite a run. In fact, he's on his best run too. This is going to be real interesting. Right now, I'm not sure what the pick on the article below this video will say, but right now I will tell you I am leaning toward Poirier. I can see why he's favored on the odds, even though you really can't be too confident either way. I just think the fact that he's being disciplined now and he can't be so easily goaded into a dogfight. I like his technical southpaw style to pull away.
Poirier is a mature and savvy veteran, right, in the lightweight division, whereas at 45 it seemed like you could poke that bear a little bit and get him out of the mental side. But I'll save my prediction. I want to hear what the guys say. Goes, who do you like in this fight?
This fight for me is all chaos, but the one thing Dustin Poirier has been getting pretty good at is controlled chaos. He knows when to dial it in, and I think he's going to do that in this fight. He's getting stoppages along the way. I think he's on a roll. I'm going to go with Dustin Poirier.
Ricky Liddell, who do you like?
And these guys have said it all. The truth is that I'm going with Poirier as well. He does not have the UFC championship belt. No, he has not taken those titles yet. But he has all the skills to be in that division and to take out the best guys at 155. He's shown it through his grittiness and he's shown it through his control. I think he can win this fight without a doubt.
Okay, and I've heard 3 Poiriers. Are we hearing finishes, or are these guys going 25 minutes, fellas?
I don't think they can go 25 minutes at that pace. I personally am going to call a
Poirier by finish. Poirier by finish.
I think it'll be a TKO.
Dan Tom?
Yeah, whoever wins this one, I think it's going to be by a finish as well.
All right, I think they're very evenly matched, but I think one thing always stands out about Eddie Alvarez interviews, and that's the Philly in him that can come out and get a little bit sloppy. And because he does that, he does seem to take some damage that I think Poirier can exploit, because Poirier is more measured, and Poirier doesn't want to get caught into a dogfight. He is a professional athlete who wants to get a world championship for his little daughter, for his significant other, I believe it's his wife. He seems to have another set of goals, whereas Eddie, I think, just has this Philly fighting spirit, and he wants to fight for the fans, but sometimes that can get you in trouble. So in a fight like this, in 25 minutes, man, I think Poirier is going to find that certain spot where he can key in and hone in and get the finish. I don't think
is that 4 for Poirier?
It's 4 for Poirier, which is crazy because this is really pretty balanced.
Philadelphia listeners.
Yeah, and Eddie is a former champion, for crying out loud, and he wants that belt back. I'm not denying that, but even Mark Henry, his coaches, told him, I got to get him out of those firefights because it can be trouble for him.
There's a lot of damage that adds up over the course of his career. I mean, it's been adding up. You can see it in his fights. I think Poirier's got the shot.
So there you have it, folks. UFC on Fox 30. It goes down on Saturday. We're all on the Poirier side. We all have him finishing it, but maybe Eddie Alvarez will prove us wrong.